Yes, good evening and welcome back to the Football Tribe BG channel. Robert Kesakos is your usual suspect. Welcome back to yet another live broadcast on your favorite football updates channel. It's a pleasure to be here with you on this beautiful Tuesday night. As we speak, Fulham is 3-1 down against Manchester City. Fulham at the tail end of the first half there, scoring what is their only consolation through Emil Smith-Rowe with a brilliant header to put it beyond the reach of Gianluigi Donnarumma. The result of a set-piece play or a corner kick. Meanwhile, Manchester City have had earlier on cruised into a 3-0 lead thanks to goals by Brad Erling Haaland, Tijan Reinders, and Phil Foden, with literally Bernard Leno creating the third for Manchester City because he was the assist provider when he failed to punch that ball far beyond the danger zone when Manchester City took that, corner kick. It fell at the edge of the area right where Phil Foden was, and there was only one thing to do is wrap his left foot around it and put it into the back of the net. And it was simply that. So it went 3-0, and then, Fulham tried to fight their way back, and they pulled one back through Emil Smith-Rowe. That game is into halftime. The game between Bournemouth and Everton is still goalless at halftime, while the other game that's between Newcastle and Tottenham Hotspur, that one is only into the 4th minute of the game. It's just started. So then Barcelona up against Atletico de Madrid. That game is still goalless as we speak. That's in the Spanish La Liga on the night. So we'll be trying to get you the feed from that regard, from that side as well, to make sure we keep you posted or abreast with what transpires from across, the different sides of the divide. In as far as league football is concerned, that's the Spanish La Liga and the Premier League. So you will indulge me. I'll try to keep following the both games. That's the Barcelona game and then the game between Tottenham Hotspur and Newcastle. So for those of you that are just joining us, good evening to you all. My name is Robert Kesakos, and I do come to you live from Kampala, Uganda. That's where we're streaming live from. It's 20 minutes past the hour of 9 p.m. East African time. It's a football channel, so welcome to the Football Tribe UG channel. Do let me know down in the comment section where you're joining us from. But please like the broadcast. Please like the broadcast to help us, with our efforts on here. Some bit of clumsy defending from Tottenham Hotspur. They are almost conceding. Papyrus. Is it Papyrus? Hi, how are you doing, my brother? Good to have you. Can I get banned? Can you get banned for what? For what exactly would you want to get banned? And why would you be asking for that, for a ban? That's a bit odd. But that's brilliant to know. That's a terrible corner kick from Tottenham Hotspur. Atletico de Madrid thought they had gone into the lead through Alex Baena, but it appears the goal was offside. Meanwhile, Tottenham are living dangerously on the other side of the aisle. Was that really offside? Excuse me. Wow. I think that one will be reviewed. It did appear really, really close. It's a goal. The goal is given. It's not offside. So Atletico de Madrid lead 1-0 against Barcelona. It's a goal. Alex Baena. with the goal of the night, with the first goal of the game tonight. I got a new sub and a like. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Papyrus, for the love and support. Much appreciated. Elvis, hi Elvis, how are you doing, my brother? Where are you joining us from? Dustin McIntyre. Is that how you pronounce your name? Dustin McIntyre. Good to have you on the broadcast. Where are you joining us from? Papyrus, before you sign out, where are you joining us from? Please do let me know before you sign out. I see you already bidding us goodbyes. For whatever reason, you may be leaving our broadcast, but do let me know. Excuse me. I do struggle with a bit of a cold and a cough, so indulge me if things get out a little bit out of hand. But yeah. Welcome to the Football Tribe UG channel. Like I said, what's happening is we are following two games at the moment. Newcastle up against Tottenham Hotspurs, while the other game is in the Spanish La Liga, where Atletico de Madrid are leading by 0-0 against Barcelona. Alex Baena is the goal scorer in that one. Is the goal scorer in that one. So do not miss out on any action. We'll be giving you the updates as things go in. Oh, somebody had. Newcastle giving Tottenham Hotspur the run for their money. Seem to be almost all over the place. They're defending. Their wall is yet to be breached, but their defending is unconvincing so far. Apologies on that one. Was checking out on wow. As close again. As a poor pass. Poor decision making. Should have gone long. Ahmad Kudus. Oh. Okay. I can see we have a comment there from trying to read your name well. How many bananas do you eat per day? Just 2. But it's also not every day. But at least today I had 2. So thanks for asking. How many do you have? Okay. I don't know. Is it just me or I'm experiencing some slowness in my feed? So please indulge me as I bring you the updates. But there seems to be a bit of a slowness in my feed. I'm experiencing some slowness. Apologies on that. Was testing our audios on a secondary device to make sure what you're getting is crispy clear. I eat 1 banana per day. Wow. Well, like I said, I don't eat per day, but when I get the chance, I'll eat at least 2. But thanks for asking. So Steve Bano, where are you joining us from, Steve Bano? 5874. Please let me know down in the comment section. You're not missing out anything on that game between Barcelona and Atletico de Madrid. Willis, we have a very good corner kick coming in for the Newcastle Tottenham Hotspur game. Oh, Steve says he's from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Wow. I won't lie, I don't know much about Philly or beyond what I've seen in movies and and crime dramas and documentaries and a few things of that. Is that where Kevin Hart is from, though? Philadelphia? Is that where he's from, Kevin Hart? But it's good to have you on the channel. Thank you so much for dedicating some time to be with us. I hope Philly is all right. I don't know what time it is for you, but for us, it's 28 minutes past the hour of 11 p.m. on Tuesday. So we're about 32 minutes to midnight to cross into Wednesday. And yeah, Football Tribe UG is a YouTube channel for football. Hi, LFC. Good to have you back on the channel. Yes, Kevin Hart is from Philadelphia. Okay. At least I know something right about Philadelphia. That makes me feel happy about myself. At least something. Where are you from? I'm from Kampala, Uganda. There's a small country in Africa, landlocked country called Uganda. Let me see if I can put it down for you in the comment section. Uganda. Actually, let me put for you the capital. It's Kampala, Uganda. That's where I'm from. But thanks for asking. So, Steve, I don't know if you're much of a football fan, but tell us, how is the environment like within the US in the build-up to the World Cup 2026? Meanwhile, Barcelona have scored an equalizer through Rafinha. Rafinha has scored, I think it was Balde. No, not Balde. Sorry. Rafinha scored to pull one back for Barcelona, so it's 1-1 against Atletico de Madrid. And meanwhile, we're seeing footage of Bruno Guimaraes and Anthony Gordon, who are on the bench there, showing us that Alex Benagold, he was really, really fully onside before he went on to score. And by the way, if you know anything about Uganda, please let me know down in the comments section. Kyle Kasa Vant says, do you like rock? My favorite is Rocky 4. When you said, do I like rock? What do you mean? Do you mean The Rock, as in Dwayne Johnson? Or do you mean rock music? Please be a little more specific. That's Kylie Kasa. But also, please like the broadcast. Please like the broadcast and help support what we do here. Can't get to it. That ball ran outside. Yes. How are you, LFC? How has been your day? LFC is one of our usual suspects, regular persons, one of the most supportive there is. Rocky 5 is my favorite. I know all the areas for filming. Oh, so are you trying to say Rocky is an area within Pennsylvania or Philadelphia? Is that what you're trying to allude to? How many bananas are in Uranus? Jesus Christ. I don't know. I wouldn't know. Uranus, isn't that some other continent? I saw a joke of some sort regarding Uranus, although it was a dirty joke. It was a dirty joke. Not worth repeating on here. Not worth repeating on here. Oh. Excuse me. Oh. When the evening sets in, it's like the cold sort of amplifies its presence. But I hope I will recover well. Oh, you said Rocky. You said Ricky, the film collection with Sylvester Stallone. Oh, okay. Yeah. I like that. I like that one. I like that one. Were they 3 or 4? I think 3 or 4. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Sylvester Stallone, yeah, one of the movie stars, the biggest movie stars when we were growing up for us. while we enjoyed our football, we also enjoyed movies. Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger. What's the other guy's name? Chuck Norris. Who else? Jean Claudio Van Damme. Um, as some of the most affirmed actors that hit it for us when we were growing up. You know, Louis Miley almost getting on the squash sheet there for for Newcastle. Kylie Casavent says yes. Jim Carrey, okay, Jim Carrey. Then of course Steven Seagal, yeah, Steven Seagal. But although yeah. And then the others were Chinese actors, of course, the Jack Chans, the what's his name? Oh, I'm forgetting. Samma Hong, those kind of names. At least we did enjoy some movies. How many bananas could you put? None. Zero. Absolutely zero. Zero. That's the response to ULFC. Bruce Lee, yep. Bruce Lee was a very, very popular household name. Oh, Joan Garcia bailing out Barcelona right on the counter. Steve there says he likes Bruce Lee movies. Although, as I think, anyway, there comes a point when, what was the other name? There's another sort of, I don't know if it's Chinese or Hong Kong, whatever the case is. Don Yen, yes, Don Yen was the other name. The likes of Sincere Ruth Rock, I don't know if that's even her real name, but of course, in recent times or in modern times, we've been fascinated by the likes of Sandra Bullock. Is it Christine Langford from 13 Reasons Why? So those are some of I'm not very good with sort of the original names with the actors, as I am with football players. Wish you all good faith and happy future. Thank you so much, Kyle Kasa Vent. I hope you've given us a sub and a like on the broadcast before you sign out. But it was a pleasure having you on the broadcast. What is your favorite football team? Football is my favorite sport. So for me, football is first before I incline myself to any sides. But I do support Arsenal. I do support Real Madrid. I do love Brazil. Of course, the Uganda Cranes back here, who have never featured at the World Cup, but we're going to be playing at AFCON 2025 in Morocco starting on the 21st of December. So yeah, that's also, coming up really, really, really soon. I do understand that professional players or players that are playing in some of those major leagues across in and around the world and around Europe have been given up until the 15th of December for them to play before they get to report to their respective national teams. For the players that have been summoned, Newcastle's Yohan Wissa has been excluded from the DRC Congo squad because ever since he joined the Magpies, he's been out through injury. He suffered that knee injury and is yet to make his debut for for Newcastle. So, and then Andre Onana and Vincent Abubakar those two were equally omitted from the from the Cameroon national team squad. And I think for those of you that forget, Vincent Abubakar was one of those Cameroon strikers that caught the attention of many at the World Cup 2022. I think there's a goal squad where he loops it over the goalkeeper. I do not remember particularly against what country, but yeah, it's a memorable World Cup goal that gets featured in so many World Cup goals. And then, but Andre Onana, that one was a bit of a surprise for me. Although one that I would argue is completely understandable because he left Man United and is playing at Trabzonspor. Okay, I watch football with my Mexican friends. Okay, that's really good. How do they how do they greet in Mexican? Is it the same as Buenos dias? Is that how they also greet, like Spanish? Buenos dias. I've been I've been lucky enough to have a regular here who is a Barcelona fan who is currently not on the broadcast. That's Pedri, who is a Barcelona fan. What do you do for work? I'm a taxi driver. Oh, you're a taxi driver. Wow, that's good, brilliant. I do a lot of things. I'm a content creator. I'm a digital marketer. I'm a writer. Uh, digital communications and PR, all those things, consultancy work, all those kinds of things. I do a bit of graphics design as well. That's we predominantly with platforms like Canva and stuff like that, not with the Photoshop. So I'm not that good to the Photoshop level. So I do so many things, but predominantly, professionally, I'm an IT personnel. Graduated with IT, but I ventured into digital marketing, digital communications, and PR, and then content creation and things like that. But yeah, but I also do some bit of PA work, being personal assistant to people, depending on what their requirements or demands are. I've done that bit of work. But yeah, so when you say you're a taxi driver, is it like the New York cab, the way we see cabs in New York, or Uber? Is it, what Bolt and things like that, like rideshare, using rideshare? Is that the kind of work that you do? Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, the Manchester City game has already returned for the second half. And Manchester City are leading by 4-1 as we speak. In the 51st minute of the game, Phil Foden has scored the second in the 3rd minute of the second half. So it's 4-1 in favor of Manchester City. My prediction had been a modest 2-1 victory for Manchester City, but they've done much better than that. They're already giving Fulham a run for their money. It's turning into a rout. So, really. Okay. Steve says, is cryptocurrency allowed in your country? I know Central African Republic uses Bitcoin as a secondary currency. Cryptocurrency, I do not know if it's allowed or if it's illegal, but I do remember the central bank issuing a statement against cryptocurrency. So I'm not well versed with that, CFI. It's not a ground I play in, really. It's one I'm very, very far distant of because of my reservations and lack of understanding with crypto. So it's not a pool I get to play in. So I would be lying if I told you I know anything in its context within Uganda. Lamine Yamal. Oh, that one went out. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to see if I can get that feed for the Man City game, and because it was an entertaining game, but given that City have sort of gone onto a route, it sort of lost that grip for me, really. Oh, Robert Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski missed a penalty, and also the brilliant header that was saved. That penalty has been missed in the 36th minute of the game. While I was busy reading your comments. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Jan Oblak has been doing brilliantly well in that, goal for for Atletico de Madrid. Yeah. So thank you so much, Steve, LFC, Kylie, and every single one of you that has joined tonight's broadcast. Thank you so much for the love and support. Thank you so much for your kindness. I really. That was a bit scrappy. Balde is such a good player. He should be playing in an advanced position as opposed to being a left back, really, in my opinion. I like his left foot. The way he dribbles past players sometimes is really, really entertaining to watch. I remember even when Barcelona were receiving a thorough beating against Chelsea, I still enjoyed his play. That's just late from Alex Pena, clattering into Pau Kubasi. Rafinha had to round up Jan Oblak for that equalizer. Still 1-1. Went around him and slotted the ball in an empty net. So it remains one apiece between Barcelona and Atletico de Madrid. Remains 1-1. Barcelona, of course, I think this is their third game that they are playing at the Camp Nou. Since its reopening in the aftermath of the international break, they opened it up against Bilbao, was it? This could be their third game, I think, or second, if I'm not mistaken. So, we are hearing some reports. This is according to yeah, Kyla. He says Enzo Maresca is ready to make a bold move this January. He's set to approach the Chelsea board with a clear vision, bringing in an elite attacker. With the right addition, he believes Chelsea can only challenge Arsenal for the Premier League title, but also make a serious run in the UEFA Champions League. The squad has the talent, but it's that final piece that could elevate them to greatness. Maresca knows that with the right firepower up front, Chelsea can compete at the highest level. So I think I would agree with that. Although I get the feeling that their forwards are yet to sort of click into that momentum that you'd want them to have. In Because Liam Delap suffered that injury that kept him out for a period of about 6 weeks. Joao Pedro has sort of blown hot and cold. So things have not really happened for him. You can't ask too much of Mark Gui, nor can you ask so much of Derek George, and things like that. Meanwhile, brought Erling Haaland's goal against Fulham. That was his 100th Premier League goal ever since joining Manchester City back in the summer. Was it of 2023? No, actually, should be 2022. Is it? Yep, in the summer of 2022, around there. I think that's when he joins. He joins Manchester City. Brought Erling Haaland. So he's the fastest Premier League player to reach 100 goals, because he's done that in 111 Premier League games. So he's officially entered the 100 Premier League goal club. The record he's broken was that had been set by Alan Shearer. He had been the fastest player to reach 100 goals when he scored 100 of them in 124 appearances. Brought Erling Haaland has had to do it in 111 games. I think Thierry Henry among those, but his came in I think 160 appearances. I think you have Wayne Rooney somewhere in between there, as some of those players really. So it's a very very impressive record to hold for not for Brad Erling Haaland. I mean, he's just a goal machine. I know he had not scored in the last two fixtures. Uh, he had not scored in the last two fixtures, but he's back to the score sheet, and that was his 15th goal of the Premier League this season. So really, um, excuse me. What a nonsense. The game between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid is drawing closer to halftime, but it's still one apiece. Goals by Alex Pena and Rafinha. Meanwhile, Fulham against Manchester City is 5-2. Jeremy Doku scored in the 54th minute to make it 5-1 for Manchester City, while Alex Iwobi pulled one back to make it for the second consolation for the home side. I mean, it must feel for Marco Silva. His team has been literally played off the park. His team has been played off the park. Come on. Daniel Tuton, hi, how are you doing, my brother? Good to have you back on the broadcast. As always, it's a pleasure to have you around. Do us the absolute usual honors, the formalities. Oh, Shillington just hit the best of the upright, almost in similar fashion, like Brad Erling Haaland did against Fulham. He had the first goal scoring opportunity of the game early on in the first half, and his attempt hit the base of the upright before going across the face of goal. And Jolinton tried to power going in low hard, and he hits the base of the upright, and the ball comes out, and it's still goalless. Um, Daniel, I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. Still dealing with that cold, that flu. It seems like I'm developing a bit of a cough. I'm just really, really hoping for the best here. I'm just hanging in there and hoping for the best, really. It's also extremely hot. The temperatures are crazy these days. It's crazy hot around in and around Kampala. Um, it's really, really hot these days. So all the hotness and from during the day transposes onto the night, and you sort of have it rough. If I had the option, because I do not have a fan or an AC, I would I would have possibly done this broadcast shirtless because it's that cold. But I tried to get something a bit light, on my body and less tight, for purposes of this broadcast. Barcelona keep probing. Oh, that's a little far up. Rafinha waiting. Oh, wow. Lucas Barkville tried to do a masterclass of a flick, but it goes over the bar, and Aaron Ramsdale could only watch it go beyond his reach. Couldn't do much or anything about it, but it was a bit close, really close. Yep, that game between Barcelona and Atletico de Madrid has gone into halftime with both sides sharing the spoils in a 1-all draw at the moment. Like I told you, Alex Baina opened the scoring. They did sign him from Villarreal in the summer, while Rafinha, who is still a little fresh from his injuries, scored to restore parity in that one. Surprisingly, Fulham have dominated possession statistics in the second half so far to the tune of 71%, but the scoreline says something completely, awfully different. And that's the thing about possession. You could have it, but for as long as you're not putting balls in the back of the net, it's always going to be difficult for you. Samuel Chikwueze. That was offside. Miles offside. Miles offside. I think it was Brian Sessegnon. You're not missing out on much. In case you're wondering what my silence is about, um, oh, Fulham were close to making it 3-5, couldn't take the opportunity. Raul Jimenez couldn't get to it fast enough before Match City cleared their lines. Fulham are looking so comfortable on the ball. The way they're knocking it around, it's been almost flawless for the last couple of minutes. The winning back possession. It's an attempt to delay a restart. How is that not a booking for Phil Foden? Manchester City on the break. Haaland is through. They couldn't find him. Somebody fill that pocket. It's 2 minutes to the top of the hour, and the game between Newcastle and Tottenham is still goalless as we speak. Meanwhile, in the Man City game, we've clocked the 70th minute. There, the game between Everton and FC Bournemouth is still goalless as well. So you're not missing out on much in as far as that action is concerned. Uh-oh. Jesus Christ. That was really, really close. But Erling Haaland hitting the post once again was really close to making it 6 for Man City. Could have easily had a hat trick in this game. Could have easily had a hat trick in this game, brought Erling Haaland. Rances, senor, did not even try to compete for that ball. Could barely get off his feet, off the ground. ah, Matas Nunes is being given a run for his money. So, guys, do not forget tomorrow there's action coming your way. There's as many as 6 games, while the other game will come on Thursday between Manchester United and West Ham United. But the other fixtures, in as far as tomorrow is concerned, will involve the likes of Arsenal against Brentford, Brighton at home against Aston Villa, Burnley against Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest away to Wolves, Chelsea away to Leeds, and Liverpool at home against Sunderland. So we'll be here tomorrow, provided God grants us the good health to once again follow the events from those respective, games. Oh, oh. Oh, it's a goal for Fulham. It's 5-3. Wow, what a strike. From outside the area by Samuel Chukwueze to his strong left foot, and Ruben Diaz went bonkers. But the goal is being checked for a possible offside. Is it possible? Could be chopped. Will be harsh. The game between Newcastle and Tottenham Hotspur has gone into halftime with both sides, still goalless. With both sides goalless. I don't know. It will be really, really harsh. Such a beautiful, beautiful strike to be ruled out by a very marginal, not even marginal, but a whisker of an offside. That were to be the case, but it doesn't appear to be the case. Let's wait and see. At the moment the ball is played, I do not think he's offside. He looks onside. VR taking ages to make a decision. How long does it? See, if it takes that long to determine whether it's an offside or not, then possibly chances are it's not. That's onside. Phase 2 of the play. Phase 3 is onside. There's Diaz down here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on. That's harsh. Yep. The Still waiting to find out whether the goal will stand. Apologies, my feed is a little behind. So in case it's been confirmed on your end, do not blame it on me for delaying to give you final word on that goal by Samuel Chukwueze, but rather blame it on my slow feet. But it looks like okay, we are still waiting for confirmation. How long should it take to determine whether it's an offside or not? I mean, this is not for the officials to decide. It's about it either has to be or not. The goal stands. Like I said, if it takes that long to determine whether it's offside or not, possibly it's not offside. And you take all that time to sort of, which then kills Fulham's momentum that they had built over that period. And by the way, Fulham have been on top of affairs in the second half. Never mind that they've conceded 2 goals on the other side. But with 5-3 with still a quarter an hour left to play, they can give Manchester City a bit of food for thought here, a bit of a running for a nervous ending. Who knows? We get to the 86th minute and they have the 4th. But let's wait and see. Was that Jose Mario Gimenez who caused the penalty? What an awful penalty from Robert Lewandowski. He blessed that way over the bar. It's like he was scoring in the rugby goal. And then he had a brilliant header that was saved by It was saved by Jan Black, who was trying to get his reputation back. But Jan Oblak was up to the challenge at the near post. By the way, Samuel Chikwueze has really, really looked sharp ever since I think he came, because I don't remember seeing him in the first half. I don't. Oh, it's 5-4. Fulham have scored. It's 5-4. Let's see how the goal comes about. Fulham win a corner kick. The game is in the 80th minute but because my feed is slightly a couple of seconds, if not almost a minute behind, becomes difficult. It becomes difficult. Is it another goal by Samuel Chikwueze? Joshko Gvardiol has been brought on to help defend. Gianluigi Donnarumma cannot believe it. He can't believe it. He can't believe it. Another brilliant strike by Samuel Chikwueze. You remember what Bernardino did for Phil Foden in the first half? Gianluigi Donnarumma just did that for Samuel Chikwueze. The difference is this one was right in the 18 years box. Marco Silva celebrates that. I mean, it's 5-4. Like I said, we could be bound for a bit of a nervous ending right on here. Wow. That's 6 goals conceded in 2 games. Really, they've scored 8, yes. You will give it to Manchester City that they score many goals. But that rate of conceding, that's not looking pretty. That's not looking pretty. And if anything, Fulham should be hyped for this one. Oh, come on, that was soft. Phil Foden is just wasting time. Not any different from what Gianluigi Donnarumma did over the weekend. I don't think any of us would have predicted a 5-4 scoreline for Fulham Manchester City. Not in a million years. Withdrawing Tijani Reinders for Rancheki. Okay. People needs another call. Let's wait and see. There was a handball there. How is that not a penalty? Oh, it will be harsh. It will be harsh because he just gets his leg across the body. He's not in full control of the ball, really. He doesn't have it in his stride, so it would have been harsh to be given as a penalty. So, on field decision stands, not a penalty. Burnley, no? Did you have to risk it that way? And on they come, Fulham. Manchester City are looking really, really nervous. Really, really nervous. I mean, Manchester City are going to win this game, but it will be one to remember. I'm sure for Pep Guardiola, guys, I'm sort of living nervously here because anytime my chair could let loose, and hey, I make news for the wrong reasons. So that's why I'm a bit on the edge of my seat, a little uncomfortable, trying to see if I can get in a wooden chair that will never disappoint me. At least not in the manner in which plastic chairs have disappointed me. I've really, really tried my best to keep them intact, but they keep giving up on me. Come on, that's too soft. That's too easy. The Barcelona game has equally resumed for the second half, and I think the one of Newcastle should be getting underway as well in a bit if it hasn't already. Um, Meanwhile, Everton have the lead against Bournemouth. Goal scored by Jack Grealish with Carlos Alcaraz providing the assist. We're into the 87th minute of that game. Everton looking to bounce back to winning ways following their bad defeat against Newcastle over the weekend by 4 goals to 1. Samuel Chikwueze. Wow. Samuel Chikwueze. What a game he's having. What a game he's having. Samuel Chikwueze. He did come on for Sasa Lukic at the start of the second stanza, but what a game he's had. He scored 2, was close to making it 5-5. Remember, he's on loan from AC Milan, Samuel Chikwueze, former at Villarreal as well, the Nigerian international. Meanwhile, Newcastle have introduced Bruno Guimaraes to their mix of things in that midfield. Our broadcast won't go beyond at the conclusion of the Manchester City game and the Everton game. So please indulge me on that. because I'm struggling with a cold, really. So I can't take you beyond that, guys. I would have really loved to, but my health is not at its best. Okay. Oh, Barcelona very close to taking the lead through Rafinha, but he blasts that ball wide of the mark. Wide of the mark. It's your ball. Oh, apologies on the internet glitch there. Rico Ruiz, I feel he's faking an injury here. I don't know if he's really cramping. Could be cramping, but you know, we know that when the game gets at this time, at this kind of time, players get to fake injuries to waste time. It's been 8 minutes of added time in that Man City game against Fulham. I'm not sure Pep Guardiola will love that, but the 8 minutes are for both teams to play, so no excuses whatsoever for any team. But Samuel Chikwueze, what a game he's had. There's nobody there. There's nobody there in no man's land. Oh. Newcastle looking to get ahead of Tottenham. Blind pass. Well intercepted. Oh. Uh-oh. Bernardino. No, I won't blame it on Bernardino. Somebody failed to run to the ball, wanted it to get to him as opposed to him receiving it. And that's always a very stupid decision to make for me in football. Oh, Tottenham have had a goal line clearance through Kevin Danso. Nick Volkmada was the player getting his head to it. We're into the 3rd minute of stoppage time for the Man City game. Come on. Yeah, it took long on the ball. Tried to be smart. Didn't pay off. His risk didn't pay off. 4 minutes of the 8 added minutes left. Man City had an opportunity to make it 6, and put this game to bed, but they couldn't finish off the chance. This second half has had what? 6 goals? No, 5. 2 for City and 3 for Fulham. 5 goals. The first half had 4. Ryan Chicky played in, who was that? Phil Foden? No. Is it Vadio? Or no, I think it's Nico Gonzalez. Excuse me. Whatever you're cooking, you had better cook it fast. Otherwise, time is not your best ally. Wow, what a ball by Kevin. But no Fulham player could get to it. Because he's trying a little too hard. He's become overly confident in his abilities. Clip the guy. Sure, Man City will take their time on that one. The ball sweeps through that area. Oh. The game between Bournemouth and Everton has finished 1-0 in favor of Everton. That means they go to 21 points. Brilliant victory for Everton. 1-0, Jack Grealish. And on the match, Newcastle yet to find the breakthrough against Tottenham Hotspurs. Barcelona, Atletico still 1-1 apiece. And that Man City game is almost done. Not yet, but almost done. But it's another victory for Manchester City. Yes, they made it difficult for them or for themselves, but Fulham did not make it any easy on them. Played with a lot of confidence in the second half, but could not get the breakthrough. Could not, get a point. But their performance would have deserved a point at least. Joshko Vadio with a goal line clearance. Joshko Vadio with a goal line clearance. I mean, what a ball. Into the 10th minute of stoppage time. What a performance from Fulham. Those Fulham fans will be happy with their team, regardless of the final result. They'll be happy that that team really, really fought hard to get a result. It's finished 5-4 in favor of Manchester City. But what a game. 9 goals. Otherwise, like I said, allow me to wrap it here. You've been an exciting, wonderful audience. Thank you so much to all our new subscribers, every single one of you that managed to tune in. Daniel Tuton, Steve Bano from Philadelphia, there in Pennsylvania. Thank you so much, Kelly Casavant. Thank you so much, LFC. Thank you so much, Papyrus, and every single one of you that was part of tonight's broadcast. Thank you for making it worthwhile. It's been a pleasure doing this with you. Let's link up again tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. East African time and digest some of these results as we also we look forward to the games that will be coming our way in as far as Wednesday night football is concerned, really. So thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Have yourselves a blessed night. Let's link up again tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.